Hello, everyone. This is another week, another Saturday. Yeah, so we are here to bring you another live stream. This will be the second last one of the year. And then, it's been a long year, and we really appreciate you tuning in to see this on every weekend basis. This is Peter.
Gary.
Yeah, if you're interested in our video, if you like to watch it, please subscribe. Please forward to your friends. Please click that little like button on the video. Your support is something that we're really gonna need. So I guess no further ado, let's start it with the today's
Right.
article. So it is the end of the year now. So we are going into a lot of summaries about what's happening this year. Um, and I think one of the biggest thing that happened this year is COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So today we're gonna based on the Narita's article. She is the chief economist of REA Group, and then we're gonna have a look at the winners and the losers of property post-COVID recession. All right, so let's have a look. 2021 is obviously on the way, but 2020 is almost finished. So this year, there's a lot of winners in the market and there's a lot of losers. So let's take a look, to have a look at how the health crisis and recession created the positive conditions for a number of areas. First thing is property price. I think we spoke about this last week already. The property prices had about people are forecasting about 20-30% declines in property prices at the beginning. Everyone was freaking out. This is the market is going to crash. A lot of things going to happen, and then later on the stimulus came out, and then a lot of other things came out. So today is 12th of December, and by the look of it, the market really hasn't had a 30% decline. Instead, I think it's actually got a little bit bumped up.
Yeah.
In a lot of areas. We're not really going to say that how many percentage because I think we cover this almost every week. But in data, 80% of the capital city suburbs are not recording house prices increase. While in Sydney, 95% of suburbs are seeing price increase. Yeah. So it is, you know, a better market, and obviously when COVID finishes, hopefully this will continue, and I think.
Yeah. Whilst as long as we don't get a second or third wave, we're all getting that inoculation of vaccines. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
um, northern hemispheres bad,
yeah.
and not on the streets there, but basically southern hemisphere at least doing very well.
Hmm. Sure. And then renters are also a very big group of vendors this year. We have had a terrible year for the landlord in terms of rent, but we had a really good year for the renters. Where we want to rent, especially the CBD market this year is just absolutely, heaven for people that's renting. You can put up any ridiculous offer, and before you got knocked back straight away, now every offer is considerable.
Yeah, except for the regional,
Except for the
where
regional area,
where
that's a
it's gone the other way,
yeah,
where now it's really hard to find anywhere to rent.
that's right, that's right. But in the capital market, in the blue chip locations, in the CBDs and all these areas, this has become a big thing this year. A lot of rent has got on average about 20%, some of even 30% decrease
Yeah.
rent, which will mean when the borders open, migrants came back, international students came back, international travelers come back. However, at this particular stage, it is the renters are one of the biggest winners of the year 2020. Then the next one will be the Perth, Canberra, Southeast Queensland, and Northern New South Wales. And I think we have covered this a lot of times over the past few episodes. Yeah, regional areas are really booming. Some of the areas, there was one place near Sunshine Coast that almost had a 50% in terms of house price. Yeah, so this is something that's really special, and people who own properties in these areas are having a dream. Yeah. Yeah, next one is prestige properties. Like I said, not many of us actually have $10 million plans to spend, but it seems that there's quite a few people who have $10 million plans to spend this year. And it's not just happening in Point Pepper. It's not just happening on Woodley Road. This is actually not a singularity event. It's spread out to Bondi Beach. It goes to Lower North Shore, Mosman, Camry, and last week, yeah, 2 weeks before, even Taramara are now in the $10 million club. One house, yeah, one house. Yeah, but anyway, so prestige properties this year are a very big winner.
Yeah.
A lot of people are spending a lot of money. We had Australian auction record breaked this year, so we had a new record. So this year, a lot of the suburb record has been smashed. A lot of suburb record has been breaked again and again on the same street as well. So whether that's buying prestige property or owning a prestige property, looking at one of the best years. Yeah. And then followed by that are the big homes on people working from home during lockdown means the homes in the big blocks with more than 4 bedrooms are having and a lot of people are actually upgrading. So I see a lot of my friends and now looking at 3 bedroom, has 3 bedroom plus study, looking at 4 bedroom townhouses, this and that. So there's a lot of interest, a lot of demand in this particular bigger home. And then for the people who own smaller homes, they want to have functionalities to have a study, have somewhere they can comfortably work from home with. So home with view and everything are the ones that's actually. And next one is mining towns. So looks like the mining industry going strong again this year. Yeah, for the time being, gold did well, and there's a couple of other metals.
Iron ore's up,
Yeah,
record prices,
yeah,
copper's up.
yeah.
So,
So with these mining towns going up, I reckon all of these prices in terms of around these areas, like per example, it's becoming a better year.
yeah, rough.
Right? And then first home buyers, it looks like first home buyers become a big topic this year. We had the history high lending, and then we had the history high first home
Yeah.
that actually committed. I never have thought that first home buyers were very strong sort of mainstream buyers, but during the open weekend, we see anything brand new under 800,000 selling because the first home buyer thing, and houses, anything under 750 new houses, they're flying. My friend's company, yeah, my friend's company was doing a lot of house land development, and they have never been this busy in the history of their business. So it looks like first home buyer are now going into a new era. Next year, the stimulus, the incentive for home buyer will still be there, and then we'll see, how. But hopefully next year will become normal market with investors, home buyers. And then let's have a look at the losers. Especially, not areas of property made it through the recession so easily. The first area is CBDs, which is why I think you have mentioned many times, good time to buy CBD,
Oh
good
yeah,
time to
yeah.
own CBD.
I think the thing we see is that prices first time partly, but I don't see that going on for too long. I mean, obviously, people still keep going,
Mhm.
but it's a long time to get.
Yep.
It's a drag thing. And then on the edge of towns, I mean, we'll be able to build properties. Nobody wants to live out on the edges. So few facilities. So what I see is that this is a limited period of time for the first time buyer, and as I said, my view is get where you can, somewhere like around Parramatta,
Mhm.
Rouse Hill area, northwest, or somewhere if you can. Follow the universities, basically.
Mm, that's right. Yeah. Which is another loser of this year. But let's go to the
Ah,
office first. Yeah. The office market has really been hit. Working from home means the office spaces are seeing a dramatic increase in
yep.
vacancy, especially in Melbourne. This year, they had the longest lockdown ever for major city in the world. So the offices are really being vacant. A lot of owners are offering discount, rent-free period, and then even for us, we managed to snatch up a few good office space and retail shops at a very reasonable rate
Mm,
because this is the year that
yeah.
we are going to get these deals. Um, and also, the year of question will be 2021. How fast people go back to the office? How fast that this office will go back in full capacity? And some people say it may never will
Mm.
because once a business, if it can adapt into a work from home thing, then office space are becoming not as essential. And then with the rapid development of technology this year to support online offices, we'll see what's going to happen. And then also the upcoming suburbs of universities, unfortunately, a loser of this year simply because there is no international student coming back to Sydney. There are people leaving Sydney, go back to home, but with the border closed down, international students couldn't travel back. All these apartments around the city, around the university areas, when in general cases, always receiving a loss of inquiries, rentings, getting through a lot of rental applications. This year is not at
No.
all, not many at all.
Well, I think that basically, I think the data isn't.
That's right.
I was talking to someone over the last week. Which
Yep.
is what happened in the early 90s. CCTV.
Mhm.
Um, and it'll take some time to work out. It'll take years to go. And newer blocks, the old blocks get residential.
That's right.
It's going to take some time for that output to filter through. Now,
Yep. Right. So I think for this year, this is something that we can all set as a very special period of time. A lot of people will remember. Yeah. The last bit would be the investors. So the investors, unfortunately, have seen a very I've seen a very terrible time for them. I'm a property investor myself as well. And really, when the COVID happens, renters move out, rent has dropped. Um, it has been easy. It hasn't been easy for me to keep certain properties, but you know, lucky enough, we made through it. next year, when international students and migrants come back, I think the investment back. And this year, a different type of investor was not relying too much on cash flow, but relying on capital gain, has seen some dramatic results.
Yeah.
People who are selling their residence, big block of land in the suburbs or onshore, all having a big smile on their face, especially if they sell towards the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the investors the fronts and without the rent to support it.
Yeah. So that wrap up for the biggest losers and winners of year 2020. And then let's go into some record prices this year. Because this is the end of the year, so we are starting to see a lot of wrap up articles and summaries and all that. This is especially a tremendous year for the eastern suburbs. So let's start with the eastern suburbs first. So let's go to the top 20 sales of eastern suburbs recorded by Wentworth Korea, which is a very influential in the eastern suburbs. Um, so the top one of the year would be crazy $95 million sale in Woodsley Road, and this is absolutely crazy. It was sold by the director of Sotheby's Internationals, Michael Paglia, and then this deal was wrapped up in September at about $95 million. Yeah, it was the second highest sale in the history of yeah, by one single residential home. Next one is also located in Point Pepper. This one is on a different road. It was sold by Brad Pillinger from the Pillinger Real Estate in the Eastern Suburb. The deal actually was negotiated late 2018. The settlement didn't kick in until July this year. This is second highest number that we have achieved this year, which is 51. These homes are absolutely trophy, absolutely. Number three, go back to Point Pepper. So the top three are all in Point Pepper. Number three is in Woodsley Road again, $36 million, sold by Bill and Margaret from LG Double Bay. This is a $36 million sale, which just happened. This one just happened very recently. Rumor says it's 40 million, but insider says it's about 36. But either way, it's gonna be
4 million.
yes for nothing, nothing now. In this year, 4 million is nothing now. So this one was sold to the student accommodation developer, Michael, and then his wife Gail. The place among a couple of other really famous residents, like the former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and businessman Fred Bart. Really looks like the whole level of this street and just again, different pricing. Number four, Pullen Road. This one it was sold by Kenja. It was sold by Peter Anderson of Kenja Christie International. Deal was done in August. 7-bedroom waterfront home with full tennis court, jetty. This is the home of industry founder Nicholas Vance, Mary. Yeah, the buyer was a stockbroker, Robert Fenn. $34 million. Number five and number six, one in Elizabeth Bay on Buyard Avenue, $33 million. The other one is in Darling Point on Lindsay Avenue, for $32 million. These are, they were sold by, Alison Coopers of agency, by Alison Coopers. This is most of the deals done around March this year, and it was early this year when COVID just happened. So it wasn't easy, because COVID just happened, but somehow this the guide was about $35 million, and then it was sold for 33. Yeah,
With a discount.
that COVID discount. Yeah. Number seven, Rose Bay Avenue, Beverly Hills for 30 million. Also sold by Pillinger, Brad Pillinger from the Pillinger Real Estate. The deal was done in June. The buyer is the daughter of the late Tycoon Vernon. Name is Shane. This is an off market. So later on, we're gonna move into so all of these are off market. She also bought next door as well. The 6 bedroom mansion next door. Plus this one. All right, number eight, Mancuso di Mancruz, $30 million. This is a home that owned by the son of the Hong Kong media tycoon, and then his name is Alex Ma, is the owner. We actually been through the house. We had a buyer that was very interested in the house as well. Unfortunately, they just couldn't pay up to $30 million. This is a big price to pay for that property, but that's a very nice property, very new, got a beautiful view. The deal was done for $30 million in September by Bedford Falls. Yeah. Number nine, Mancuso Mancruz. This is the auction of $24.6 million sold to a very sold to a very young Chinese couple, 29, 26. The property is located on Vancouver Road. What's amazing about this particular sale is this is the auction of the year simply because it is an incredible 24 million, and the police have 25 registered bidders. It was one of the most extreme examples. The price guy was actually, yeah, it was, which one? You mean the address?
Yeah, no, the price guide.
Yeah, the price guide. So this is over 100. This $10 million over the price
$14
guide.
million.
Yeah, $40 million price guide.
So it's, I'm trying to work that in my head. It's like 65% over the top.
That's right. And rumor has it, they didn't buy this to occupy. They're actually gonna knock down. Go to number 10, Banner Avenue in Darling Point, 22.65 million. So this is a deal that was done by Richardson and Wrench, AA, and then joined by the Blackhead agents, Peter Blackhead. Both of them did a deal together. This is a Victorian Gothic style mansion of investment banker Paul, founder of Pacific Road Capital, and his wife Rose. This one was sold. Jason, the CEO of ASX Special Investment Ventura Capital. This is, the couple has downsized to Molara and bought another place in there for 7.7. Yeah, number 11 is Victoria Road, Beverly Hills. This is a very interesting road. I almost drive on this road every morning. And school and all that. LG Hook double base Bill and Margaret, the same duo again, sold this Grand Art Deco mansion of Fred Pratt, once owned the betting chain. This is a very nice opportunity. It's by them and it was sold in April. And something to be sold in April and
Yeah.
auction. It's not a,
No,
yeah, it's not a, so it's very. Number 12, now we're out of the Double Bay, Rose Bay, Beverly Hills pocket. Now moving to Bondi Beach. So this is the record prices for Bondi Beach this year, and I think it will be the prices, record prices for apartment sales. This is so this flat, this is unit looking over the Bondi Beach. Originally, uh, the photo is not Bondi Beach. I'm saying the property over
The
there.
property.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a block of four.
just
Isn't
an
it?
actual, just an actual. There's just a little bit of an actual bridge in the city,
Yeah.
the back, which is not very Bondi Beach view.
The artistic license. But basically, it's a block of floor units.
Yeah. So this
All
one,
run down.
that's right, and the original owner paid £11,000 in 1958, and now sold it for 20.65 million, which is now how many times? Yeah, I need to get for this one.
11,000, 20,000. Well, that's 200 times.
Yeah, roughly about that. So 11,000 pounds will be about
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
20,000.
200 times.
It will be about $20,000,
Yeah,
20,000 Australian dollars, and now it's 20.6. A lot of increment. And yeah,
that's why people invest in property.
that's right. That's why people invest in property, and this is recently sold. So it's not something that happened long ago. There was 16 registered bidders. The buyer is the Gene franchise I-45 Honda. Number 13, Wentworth Street, back to Point Pepper. Again, Pillinger, working in conjunction with Monica of Black Diamonds, exchanged the three-level home with gun barrel views, dentist Latrent, February. So it's not like so. This is, I think, just towards the end of, the polar break sort of happens in Australia when everyone aware it was around sort of late February, early March, that time. So this one is something that absolutely, good time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 19.5 million is a full price. Is a full price. It's three level. Number 14, Blackhurst Avenue in Point Pepper, 18 million. So this one is another. This is another unit cell, another apartment. This place was formerly owned by the Lockmayer Nelson Mayers, and then this one was sold for $18 million September by LG Cooper Double Bay View and the same view. I think I've seen this name 3 times. So this is something, and the buyer is the hotel. Number 15 is Bronte. So now we have another one in another new suburb happening in the top 15. This Bronte, $17.9 million. This one was sold by Alex Phillips and Oliver Levitt from PPD. It was joint venture from PPD and Rewrite. This is absolutely the record for off-market sales happening in July. Yeah, and it was sold with no more.
That's an interesting point about that.
Yeah, that's right. Next one, Rose Bay. So this is Rose Bay's record price, 16.6. Has been, and this sale happened in May. James from the agency listed this beautiful home in Rose Bay. The buyer intend to knock down the home that was designed by the architect Neville Guzman, in 1948 for that, and then it's been owned formally by the High Court judge Michael Kirk and his partner and Van Wellington.
Long period.
Yeah, for a long period. Another knockdown the ring. Back to the same street. So this is the street where the record prices happen. Another sale, $16.6 million in Vancouver. This one was done by Sotheby again, and then the prices. There was 18 registered bidders with 6 active. Result is $6 million above and place has been family home for years. Just recently. Okay. Number 18, Victoria Road, again, Darling Point, $16.1 million. Congratulations, River Double Bay again. This one was sold by the principal Elliott Tracks. And we have some dealings with them as well. Very nice agent, very professional. This particular home is a 6-bedroom, 4-bath home, Vinery. Then what is famous about is that the previous occupant, tenant, Mamma Mia co-founder Mia Freeman and Jason was famously evicted from this place. And it was bought by the Alpha Beta boss Andrew Charlton. And then later on, when this one was sold, Freeman and the husband has bought a $12.75 million home in Point. And number 19, in Bellevue Hill, 16.8 million. Auction result is $2.08 million reserve. Down the market, sold by Sotheby's again. This year, 5 registered bidder. Competition happens from 12 million and goes up all the way to 16.08 million, and it was bought by a local family. Yeah, the owner, famous Ron Mallett, who is the banker that merged Westpac and CEOs together. Yeah, interesting enough, this place was bought by his wife back in 1999. $1.85 million
spend a lot of money.
in 1999, and then sold it for 16.08.
Yeah.
So more than 8 times. More than 8 times in about
20 years.
Amazing. Number 20, Bronte, again, sold by PVD's Alexander Phillips. And then with the business referred by Revi, the Robson Group, Williams, same deal again. And then they have, the deal happened in September. Settlement records shows the purchaser was McDonald's. One more, just snuck it in, top 20. It was one close 1.56, sorry, 15.65 million. It was sold by another seller by Pillinger. And then this Van Cruz manager was former Westpac boss, Brian Others.
Yeah.
And the deal was done in April. So that's the top 21 sales of the Eastern Suburb. I hope everyone had a good ride, just like us, for the year. And then we're gonna quickly move into tops of North Shore, but in between that, this week we still have some really good results in the western area of Sydney. So we'll have a look what's happening apart from. We'll have a look at what's happening apart from the north and the east, the west. West Red Homes sells for 390,000 over reserve price after attracting 33. This is absolutely crazy. Looks like the West Rhine has received its hottest day, right before Christmas. Low stock, cheap money, strong consumer confidence. It's help you that perfect for lead to a huge buyer turnout and a crazy sell process. This is a 2-bedroom. And then it's only on 525 square meters land, so it's not even that big, but I attract 43 bidders. 3 of them which were on as well. So proceeding is off with $1.5 million knockoff blow from the eventual buyer. That was different. So this is so the prices in this area just it's like when the east and the north start to go into crazy war, people start in western areas. So it looks like this whole wave is going to carry out until when it up to a certain prices that no one can afford it. Yeah. So the end bidder had a final bid at 1.786 million. Then the final purchaser paid 1.79. Yeah, 394. And that's right. Let's go back to have a look at 10 sales in the Upper North Shore in 2020. Like what we always said before, when eastern suburb start to booming, then it will follow by the lower. Looks like the Upper North Shore this year has been received some crazy. Oh, that's right. Yeah, schools, and then I think the Chinese community in that particular area has become extremely strong. Or any area on the same line as now really popular. The spectacular sale in this particular area kick off with a 9-bedroom total home over 6,406 square meters of land at 27 to 29 Charlton Street in Warraby. Prices is $15 million. Yeah, break the last record by 6 point. Big price. Yeah, the grand property was sold in February on Valentine's Day for it was relaunched into the market by Monica again of Black Diamond's property concierge, but when the buyer purely introduced by William John and Lynette Malcolm of Chadwick Real Estate. So moving down, apart from this crazy $15 million sale in Barrowby, a home in number 17, Mackenzie. It was sold in just 16 days after it was listed on the market for a price of 11.4. And this is all Upper North Shore. We're gonna come to Lower North Shore. Yeah.
See all the people in North Shore
That's right.
waiting
You see.
what's my house.
Yeah, that's right. So this one break the record prices of the suburb by 6 points. Yeah, it take Linfield to absolutely another level. Absolutely. And then followed by Killara, 56 Springdale Road, sold for 11 million, just behind the existing sales record that was done in 2024. After 7 years, the record prices, after 8 years, the record price has been break again by this particular sale for 11 million. And then Taramara, which we talked about.
Yeah, so we talked about $10 million suburb.
Yeah, so it was $10.125 million for this property at 31 Kurungai Avenue in Taramara. Break the suburb record prices by $4 million. Looks like all these suburb record prices. Yeah, which is not. So let's move down to another one. This is also in Clara, 19 Kurungai Avenue in Clara, sold on Monday. And this one was sold for the price of 9.5 million. I think last week we talked about, I've seen this article about this particular property is going to challenge the record price that was made by this year, but it just a little bit, but still very good price. 9.5. Over 1,590 square meters. Then followed by that, it would sell also in Clara. So Clara looks like a lot of, and Clara is a place with big land, big houses. Yeah, and then close to really good schools like Clara High, all these private schools, malls, right, and then especially for the girls, PLC, and then also close to fast food as well, which attracts a lot of Chinese buyers. So for this one, This place was sold for 9.399 million through Michelle Chen of Real Estate in China. The place was 2,600 square meter. One of the on the eastern side of the and feature will be tennis court, pool spa, and a marble. Yeah, followed by that, Roseville. Roseville being one of the closest areas to Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Lower North Shore, Upper North Shore. Its suburb sale has been bricked by the record has been bricked by 5153 Roseville Avenue in Roseville. The price is a very interesting number. It's 8.8508. Yeah, yeah, 8.8508. Then it was negotiated by Jing Peng of LG Hooker. The place is actually not that big. It's only 640 square meter. Oh, actually,
It's
wait a minute. I was wrong. Yeah, it's 614 square meters.
floors.
Wow, that's big. That's big. Yeah, so there's also a couple of others like 37 Bangala Street in Nairobi. Made it to the top 10, but the exact price was not disclosed. So that goes to the Upper North Shore. And let's have a look at what happened in the western areas again before we go into Lower North Shore.
You know,
Yeah, it was inner west, but
very in a way.
very inner west. Yeah. And that's right. And we always talk about that people see properties that they haven't even, sorry, just go back to here. We talk about people see properties that haven't even set their foot in, had a look, and now we have seen this again. This is another property that was sold for $240,000 above the price guide or over the reserve price to a builder who never.
Oh,
Yep. So let's have a look. That's it.
hang on.
That's the property. Some
I'd say
Peter.
it's
Yeah.
typical.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Buyer paid 1.7 million. And this property is only on 398 square feet. Inner west. I think we're gonna start to see a lot of prices next year as well. It just felt like a beginning of a really. It's just like the beginning, really true. All right, so let's wrap it up with you know lower North Shore, lower North Shore. So let's have a look at what's happening in lower North Shore this year.
People inside. So people get very excited.
Yeah, but these are very interesting. Being in the industry,
I know.
and whenever you see a price, that's like I don't know. Like some people like you know different things. I like to see big prices in areas. Give me confidence.
I
And being a homeowner, investor, who have been through a very rough year this year,
yeah. You can go home.
you
It is calculator.
that's right. That's right. You need to know these things to get yourself excited. So the biggest sale of a residential home, single residential home this year happened in Mosman, 28 Ruby Street. It was done by Michael Combs from LG Hooker, and the price is 20. Big price. I always thought Mosman was gonna be more like a $10 million area, but
$10 million. Taramara.
yep. Yeah. So this one was bought by Lin Magiao. Lin Magiao. Yeah. It was Olympian Michael Keown partner in his business line Milk and Co. Skincare
Oh,
range. I I actually use a lot of had a really good sort of men's line. So yeah, the second one.
so you parts.
Uh,
You probably paid
Oh,
for
for
parts.
26 million, if you sold for $22 million, maybe not even a whole tile, just a fraction of a tile, huh? Just a fraction of. So 26 Plaquemine Street in Boston sold for 20 million, are the second highest sale this year, in Lower North Shore, and they were sold only 3 days after breaking. And then ranging also in top 10 sales are 30 Crossword Avenue and 1A Hopton Avenue for 18 million. This
Kirkoswalder and Hopetown.
Hopton. It was sold by Real Home Often and French. Mosman looks like this area that's remember that little cottage we see the other day.
As yes, no.
Yep.
Down.
Down at Balmoral on the main street. And then it smashed the street record by $3 million, ending at 17.8. And then coming to Cremorne, this is more point. The place has been sold on number 10 to 12 Bertha Road on Cremorne, 17 million, 18 million. And it was sold to Alan Moss, the former managing director and CEO. And until this year, a member of the board. It took just 29 days to get it sold. Also by Michael.
Get money.
Yep. That's right.
So 29 days.
Right. Yeah. So Lower North Shore, then moving down to Camry, north-facing deep water view, deep waterfront at Camry has sold in March for the new suburb record. After just a little more than a month on the market, it was sold by River Lower North Shore, planning to take this place to auction, and and it was nice, very nice home. And then going back to Mothman again, number 2 Redden Street. Yes, looks like this year, Lower North Shore has received a lot of over $10 million home. Majority of the buyers are expats. We heard stories of expats coming in, right? And then local families that wanted to upgrade, and people who really couldn't afford these suburbs.
Yeah.
I think that's wrap up. Yeah,
They can't afford these suburbs, and it's migration out.
yeah.
Just as you get migration from Sydney up to suburbs out.
That's right. Okay, then let's move into a little bit of a Gary time.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is the two article. This is the two article that Gary has picked out to talk about this week. The first one is the regional rental prices hike here to say as COVID-19 tree changes step up.
it's really about we all talk about fantastic two aspects, especially what they find is the influx of people from Sydney. Prices out local and also put the
Mm.
BBC,
Mm-hmm.
Tasmania, back to where it came from. With kids, COVID, and think they've got to go and rent somewhere and buy, only to find that they can afford it. They just can't find anywhere to rent. There's just nowhere to rent. There's just such demand.
Right.
And so she's moved her dad's sort of
Man cave.
man cave, yeah, at the time. But it really is an issue. What it says, permanently mania, well, it's a serious issue. We places like New South Wales, places like Parama, where typically there it's retirees down there to retire. So in a big pad in Sydney, or you've got a small pad. It's a real issue for the locals, their kids to trade it.
That's right.
Whilst we all celebrate high prices, downturn now places like Parma, people are there, also work, and so double whammy. That's number one. So I don't want to go through the whole. Quite a good article yesterday's ABC.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the other one is just a low rate. We're all celebrating the low rate. Again, all that does is put up price of houses. And whilst we've got short term, I believe it is in short term bubble where we're seeing first home buyers being able to get in the market because lack of demand, tailor their product. As I said, it is only short term. I think this article is very just shows the proportion of people in their age group a bit further on dropped. So, for instance, my age group, I think it's 6% of people own their own home. That's dropped down.
That's the one.
Yeah, and it's going really. This is it's going really quite terrible because whilst we all celebrate again, house prices going up. We've all got kids, they've got to buy places. The other thing is that people who do not own a home when they retire cost the taxpayer considerably more after people who actually own that. So from an overall society, it's best that we get as many people to own their own home when they retire. Their costs then there's means is you don't have to go get their tax somewhere, either stamp duty or their money. So basically, it's great that all these prices go up, but these low interest rates really everyone's putting money in assets. You can't blame them.
That's right. You can't blame them.
And the government, they there's no such thing as affordable housing.
No.
And the government they looked if you recall the last election negative.
Yeah.
But literally that doesn't stand up too well. But it's the kind of thing we may have to look towards if we want to get better prices. But I just thought it's the kind of thing people should start to look at. But I can't see rates are going to keep going down.
Yeah. Or gonna at least stay down for.
Well, all the data let's have. The other thing, I'll try and look at a bit more. The last couple of days, I've seen stuff coming out, particular market, Chinese wine making. So I'll look a bit more into it if it's of interest to people. Basically, the PI in China has gone negative for the first time since 2009. And that get the economy going and get everything going and stop a load of solvency, they're going to have to get the economy going. And the only thing that start happening. So I'll look at it. Don't panic. It's not going to happen. But I will look into interest and back
Sure.
a little bit
Talk
more.
about it.
Then the other thing is, I've just seen something today that looks like maybe digital.
Oh yeah,
yuan,
yeah,
digital
yeah, yeah.
yuan.
That's right.
I think there's some. They're putting that into the market at the moment for a period of time.
Yep.
But if read is correct, that'll be quite. I think all currencies.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Or in some way or other.
yeah. I mean, they are at the moment. The banks are great. Just a few.
Yep.
But that's really good. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And then we're looking for you to see you in the last live stream of the year next week, next Saturday. And then, if you like our channel, just subscribe. We're here, and we like to bring you the latest news in our
What's
perspective.
happening in property?
That's right. Yeah.
Very much so.
For Australia as well. I'm Peter.
I'm Gary.
See you next week.
Cheers.